Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Turnaround, cute designs, and so many options. It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wahpeton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose: to care for each other, beyond hospital or clinic walls. Helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about. there. So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make,
cha-ching,
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4 crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Johnson with the home run, just about to straight away center field.
Insurance team will change the way you view insurance. Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm. My staff and I believe insurance is a tool that can help you plan for what can go wrong so you can focus.
And often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage 218-517-7878 or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
Johnson with the home run, just about to straight away center field.
Hello, basketball fans. It might be cold outside, but the basketball action at historic Wahpeton High School's gymnasium is red hot. And coming into tonight's game, we've got a couple of red hot teams. One is sitting in first place in Region 1, Division A, North Dakota High School basketball, the Central Cass Squirrels. They're coming in on a 7-game win streak to take on your hometown Wahpeton Huskies. The Huskies are sitting with an overall record of 9-4, 3-3 in Region 1, and sitting in fourth place. But they do have a streak of their own. They're kind of a hot team on their own right now with a 4-game win streak. Huskies coached by Mr. Jeff Ralph, and Central Cass is coached by Mr. Matt Norman. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Yield Advantage pregame show. Yield Advantage is the precision planning, sales, and service center for the southern Red River Valley. I'm your friendly neighborhood host, Noel Eckroth, and joining me tonight is our color analyst, Mr. Steve Hockert. He is in the Jamestown Jimmy Hall of Fame. He is Mr. Three-Pointer, but around here we just call him Principal Hockert. And if I may make one more introduction, we have a bona fide Fighting Sioux legend running the camera, and he's also here for technical support tonight, Mr. Brian Watson, head coach of the Lady Huskies. Steve, should be a fun game. We had a fun one last week, Thursday night, overtime thriller. The Lady Huskies get a big win over the Central Cass Squirrels, 73-69. What do you think we'll see here tonight?
I think this is going to be a great game in the making. We got number 2 Central Cass coming into the hometown of the Huskies here tonight.
Excellent. So we've got two teams kind of on a hot streak. Central Cass in January has a 7-1 record, and their one loss was way back on January 3rd. They lost to 4 Winds Minnewacan by 2 points. And since then, well, the game right after that, they played the Huskies on January 5th, got a win, and it seems like their home win against the Huskies propelled them into playing some really good basketball in January.
Yeah, they're on a hot streak, like you said. No, they're on a 7-game win streak. The only North Dakota team they've lost to is 4 wins by 2. The Huskies, last time they played, the Huskies controlled, I would say, well over half of that game, and Central Cass kind of got them at the end there. So, 4-point loss for the Huskies, but I think they got one in them tonight.
Okay, excellent. So we're really looking forward to this as the opposing coaching staff shake hands across the way. It should be a lot of fun, you guys. Earlier tonight, the sophomores got the win for the Huskies, 58-52 over Central Cass. The JV for the Huskies dropped one to the Squirrels, 57-74. So the Squirrels, a nice-looking JV unit. If you go back to that January 5th game in the varsity game, it was Huskies 61 and, the Central Cass Squirrels 61 and 57 for the Huskies. So coming in tonight, we've got kind of a lot at stake with Central Cass sitting in first place, Huskies sitting in fourth place, and we'll talk about it a little bit more coming up in 1 minute. We'll be right back.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Turnaround, cute designs, and so many options. It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wahpeton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
And we're back at historic Wahpeton High School. We're under a minute to go for the tip-off tonight, so we don't have a lot of time, but I'm Noel Eckroth, he's Steve Hockert, and maybe you could give us a couple quick keys to the game tonight.
Yep, I think number one, Noel, it's important for the Huskies to control the tempo against this explosive offense. If they can keep this defensive game, dictate the pace, a little bit of half court, I think the Huskies got a chance. They need to defend the shooters, take away the driving lanes, and then win the battle on the boards. Alex Cummings had a huge game last time on the offensive glass. A lot of putbacks. Offensively, let's get the big guns going right away. Let's get Jack Gilbertson, Braden Steffens, and then that surrounding cast of Alex Cummings and Trey King, Bonches, and Kumo. Let's fill the hoop up. I think the number 70, Noel, is big for the Huskies. If they can score in the 70s, against this explosive offense, I think they have a chance in the end.
And that was timed perfectly, like the professional you are. Under the pressure of time, Coach Hockert came up with some great keys to the game. We're just about ready for our national anthem and the Hornstein Family Chiropractic starting lineup. That was a recording of our national anthem. We go now to public address announcer Chris DeVries for the starting lineups for Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
The Central Cass Squirrels and your Wahpeton Huskies. A goal of high school sports is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those goals that make this contest a positive educational experience. Please help our school be number one in sportsmanship. Let's meet the starting lineups first with the visiting Central Cass Squirrels. A 6'4" junior, number 0, Easton Holland. A 6' junior, number 1, Cash Lorenz. A 6'1" sophomore, number 2, Andrew Zemer. A 6'1" senior, number 3, Keegan Peterson. And a 6'2" sophomore, number 13, Cole Bohr. Assistant coaches are Jordan Huslow, Brent Nelson, Dalton Bartholomew, and Ethan Reeder. Head coach is Mr. Matt Norman. Fans of the Huskies have some special guests with them on the floor tonight. The 4th grade travel team, the Wahpeton Flash. Let's welcome to the court number 3, Oakley Swanson. Number 4, Malik Tooley. Number 5, Bentley Burnt. Number 7, Jackson Collins. Number 8, Adrian Sines. Number 10, Jack Sargent. Number 11, Jackson Prochnow. Number 14, Hudson Barth. Number 15, Grant Burcham. Number 22, Asher Cherry. Number 34, Camden Kaiser. And number 99, Elliot Reagan. These boys will be scrimmaging at halftime. And now let's meet the starters for your Wahpeton Huskies. A 6'3" sophomore, number 0, Trayton King. A 6'3" junior, number 4, Aiden Bonches. A 6'1" senior, number 10, Braden Steffens. A 6'2" sophomore, number 14, Jack Gilbertson. And a 6'6" senior, number 30, Alex Cummings. The Huskies are coached by Joe Caveney, Casey Materi, Jordan Ralph, Landon Ralph, and Andrew Lundsetter, with head coach Mr. Jeff Ralph.
And that is your Hornstein Family Chiropractic starting lineup. Hornstein Chiropractic. Your journey to wellness awaits you. Your journey begins here at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. We are going to transition now to our tip-off sponsor. The opening tip is brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your short-line farm equipment dealer since 1985, and you can find them in beautiful sunny downtown Tyler, North Dakota. Sorry, Coach Watson, I didn't get your microphone turned on for that one. And we're underway at Wahpeton High School. Central Cass winning the opening tip as they're going to their offense. Looks like kind of a 5-out motion.
Huskies come out in their traditional man-to-man defense.
Handling it on top. That's Cole Brewer. Driving Easton Hall, and he misses. Offensive rebound, Cash Lorenz. And we've got a shot clock violation, I believe. Is that correct?
That is correct. The ball did not hit the rim there, so that great job whoever's running the shot clock of not resetting that. That's one thing that the Huskies can't do, though, Noel, is give up offensive rebounds, give this team a second chance.
And rebounding is always a concern for the Huskies. Of course, the dynamic duo guards of Steffens and Gilbertson do a great job rebounding. Cummings has his moments, A near turnover there as Gilbertson ran a back cut. However, it was deflected by the Squirrels. Huskies ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Central Cass also coming out in man-to-man pressure defense here. That was a great cut by Jack. That Central Cass has got a tip on it.
Both teams like to stick with their man-to-man defense. Here's Gilbertson going to work. He kicks it out to Cummings. Steffens looking over the defense. Bonches back to Steffens. He breaks the foul line, pulls up, hard off the glass, tipped around, and that's going to be Andrew Ziemer with the rebound. Right down the middle in transition to Holland. Nice pass ahead. That was Ziemer passing ahead to Holland. Holland did a nice job of running the floor for a post there.
Yeah, Coach Rell questioning the call there. Looked like two Huskies there, maybe with their hands straight up. It was a great pass up the floor to find him. Post player running the floor, you always got to love to see that if you're the Central Cass Squirrels.
And the foul was assessed to Trayton King as Holland makes that first foul shot. He's got a second one coming. In that 61-57 win over the Huskies, Holland had 12 points back on January 5th. Misses the second. Cummings with the rebound. Here comes Steffens in the open court. He's penetrating the lane again. Misses the layup, but gets fouled, and it looks like that one's going to be on Holland. So teams are trading foul shots here.
Yeah, this is where Steffens is in his best, though, is when he's getting up and down the floor in open court. We get to the half court set, they start chasing him and denying him the ball, but you get him in the open court, and he's hard to stop.
And if he could penetrate that foul line, he's causing a lot of problems for the defense, making the first free throw. Central Cass held Steffens to 6 when they played that game on the 5th.
Yeah, I think that's something to watch. I believe that Ziemer is guarding him again. He did a great job up at Central Cass.
There's a nice pass to Holland. That's going to be an assist for Andrew Ziemer. Ziemer off to a good start with assists. And Holland, he has 3 for the Squirrels. Here goes Jack Gilbertson. The other half of the dynamic duo puts it high on the glass and scores it. 2 for Gilbertson. He had 17 last time these teams met.
Yeah, great spin move there, Noel. Spin to the middle. Great finish.
Three-pointer from the corner goes in and out. There's Holland. The omniscient Holland is everywhere around the rim, and he draws a foul.
Yeah, Alex had a good box out there, but Holland just kind of went right through him and got the ball and drew the foul.
And that's an early foul on Alex Cummings. Huskies don't always want to see that happen.
No, both big men now. 2 minutes into the game, both have picked up fouls now.
Holland misses the first. He was 1 of 2 last time. And that one's good, so he's 2 out of 4 to get started. Has 4 points total with that early field goal. Here's Steffens looking at a trap. They back out of it. Bonches brings it across the floor. Cummings was posting up hard down there.
Yeah, he had a good seal. They just missed him.
Gilbertson, one half of the dynamic duo, gives it up to Bonches. A floater in the lane. Just rolls off the rim. He rebounds his own shot, gives it to Cummings.
Yeah, you'd like to see Al go take that up. He's about 5 feet from the hoop. Go finish it.
There's a shovel pass into Bonches. His hook shot is good. 2 for Bonches. And we'll call that an assist for Trayton King.
Yeah, great second chance opportunity there. Bonches with the strong move up the middle.
Huskies lead by 1, 5-4. Penetration in the lane. A block shot by Cummings. King's leading a 3-on-2. He's going to try to take it all the way, and he's blocked by Holland. Steffens picks it up. Gilbertson, top of the circle, looking it over. He waves off King's ball screen. Bonches has it now. Good defense by the Squirrels. And there's a steal. That's Ziemer. He looks around, takes it in, lays it in, and misses. It just rolled off the back rim. Rebound Bonches. Now here goes Steffens. We're up and down tonight. Bank shot goes long. That rebound was Cole Boer. Cash Lorenz gives it up to Holland. Holland, a 6'4" guard going against Cummings. Spin move, left-hand glass. King, another rebound.
That's great defense by Alex, just moving his feet and getting his hands held high. It's hard to shoot over a 6'4" guy with his long arms.
And sometimes hard to guy a guy that can face and handle. Jack Gilbertson fake handoff. He goes up high in the glass. No good. Holland tips it away from Cummings. Zemer comes up with it. Steal by Gilbertson. He drives. Nothing there. Finds King. Penetrates the lane. And he's stripped by Zemer.
They're letting it play a little bit here.
Wow. Yeah, we got a lot of action in a 5-4 game, bottom half of the first quarter. Once this game starts, it keeps going. Cash Lorenz working against Steffens, throws it away.
Yeah, I think if you're the Huskies, you like this start. It's not it's an up and down game, but yet it's not a lot of scoring. And the Huskies are a defensive team, and they want to keep that game, in the 60s.
In for the Huskies is Cooper Coolmo and Rylan Flack. Squirrels also ran in a couple substitutions as well. Zane Blix, number 5, is in. And number 4, Jackson Deutsch, is in. Huskies running their flex, kind of calming things down a little bit. Coolmo, foul line, jumper, blocked. That was a nice block. Fast break broken up by Steffens. Gilbertson controls it.
Yeah, Central Cass really looking to get down the floor.
Pretty quick hands on defense, stripping balls and getting blocked shots too for the Squirrels. Solid defense by both teams. Flack outside the three-point line, tries to hand off to Steffens, almost loses it. Steffens penetrates, scoop shot, right hand scoop, left side, it's good for 2. Steffens has 3.
Yeah, you got to love to see that. That was a good, strong move, Noel. Right to the middle. He got bumped a couple of times and real strong finish.
Zemer working up top, gets a screen from Jackson Deutsch. Zemer turnaround jumper over Cummings. Nice turnaround jumper.
Yeah, Zemer, he's doing a little bit of everything. Assists, he's playing great defense on Steffens, and now scores.
Gilbertson penetrates, kicks it out. Huskies looking it over. Happy to run their flex. Cummings has it. Here's a back screen for Steffens. Nothing there. Steffens right wing. Going to work against Zemer. Shot fake up. And it bounces off the back. Offensive rebound Cummings. He draws a foul. And Cummings is going to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you got to love to see that. Second chance opportunities here again. Alex had at least 3 or 4 when they met last time, but putbacks and ones.
That foul was on Zane Blix. It's his first personal second-team foul. Cummings going to line for 2 here. And I believe he missed that one. Returning to the game for the Squirrels, Holland, as well as Keegan Peterson. Huskies sent in.
Bonches came in.
Bonches returns. Thank you. I'm Noel Eckroth. He's Steve Hockert. Brian Watson's up here with us as Cummings makes the second of 2. And we have a foot out of bounds. That was Zane Blix stepping out of bounds. It's going to be Huskies basketball on the sideline. Like every game, we have a Studio 22 Designs shout-out line, 701-899-4490. Tell us who you are. Send me a text. Don't call. Tell us who you are, where you're watching from, and who you want to shout out to. And we'll read that text on the air. So it'd be great to hear from you, Husky fans and Squirrel fans. We'll leave that up just for a little bit. Bonches exploring the foul line on the dribble. Coolmo to Steffens, deep 3, and he buries a 3. Steffens' shot is good. He has 6.
Yeah, it came off a screen and just a nice quick shot. Didn't get the defender a chance.
Holland facing up on Cummings, trying to work against him off the dribble. Cash Lorenz, jump stop, puts it in. Nice move by Cash Lorenz.
Yeah, nice quick move. Huskies did not rotate over on defense there.
Here's a steal by the Squirrels. Fast break. Holland reverse. And he puts it in. Wow, we got a good ball game going. Just like we thought it would be.
Yep. Squirrels switch defenses here. Looks like they're in some kind of half-court trap.
Coolmo, left-hand scoop. What a shot by Coolmo.
Yeah, nice left hand there. got to the middle of the floor, used the left side to get a layup.
Sophomore guard Kumo scores, and there's a three. Holland, don't turn away. You're watching Three Borders Sports Network on YouTube. We're also on Red River Communications Channel 28. Red River Communications Internet with the human touch. We've got a lot of hot basketball action on a cold night. Huskies back into their flex. Kumo dribbles into the middle of nowhere, gives it up to Bonches. Back to Kumo. We're down to 10 seconds, 8 on the shot clock. Kumo, spin move. Fade away, throws it up there hard off the glass. 2-1. There's a half-court heave, almost banks in. Jackson Deutsch almost put that in. And on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, we're all tied at 13. We've got a good one going tonight. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose. To care for each other. Beyond hospital or clinic walls. Helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about.
Hey there. So we have 30.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School, everybody. I'm Noel Eckroth. He's Steve Hockert. Our cameraman is Fighting Sioux legend Brian Watson. He's also handling some of the production, some of the technical stuff. And, man, we got a good ball game. Your thoughts, Mr. Hockert?
Yeah, good first quarter. I think for both teams, Central Cass switched a little bit on defense there. They started to trap Steffens at the top of the midcourt there. Let's see what they do here. But that defense seemed to catch a little fire for him and did a little bit of a run there to get him back in the game.
And we're underway in the second quarter, tied at 13. It looks like we're looking at a zone again.
Yep, 1-2-2.
And the Huskies go into their two-guard front, 3 on the baseline. And that's an offensive foul against Ryland Flack. They're going to say he pushed off with his left while dribbling with his right. So I got to mark that foul. Ryland Flack, first personal.
Huskies trying to match that pressure a little bit, going full court pressure.
As Gilbertson picks up Zemer. Not a problem for Zemer. Here's Zemer again on the right wing against Gilbertson. He penetrates deep into the lane, and he finds a cutter. The pass came just a little bit too hot. That was Blaze Cotton that just checked in. It was kind of a low fastball to catch.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that.
Zemer, he's got a couple assists already, and he was looking to pick up another one.
Yeah, you got to have your head on a swivel when he's got the ball.
Carter Oswalt is in the game, and he's going to work right away. Double pump, scoop shot. How about Carter Oswalt? Had 17 and a half against the JV game, and I got to mark him down for 2 here. He's in the book.
Yeah, you got to love to see that guy come off the bench, score a basket right away. Playing good defense now, too.
That was a pretty shot as the Husky defense denies Zemer's drive. Squirrels still on offense. This one goes to Zemer. Extra pass to Cotton. He shoots a floater, rebounded by Holland. Holland on the glass, nothing there. Ball out of bounds. And the Squirrels will inbound on the baseline. 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Huskies got to do a better job of boxing out there. 2 more opportunities. If they box out, get that rebound, go the other way. But give them a third chance here.
Cash Lorenz returns for the Squirrels. Braden Steffens returns for the Huskies. Cummings returns as well. Ryland Flack gets a break. And we're back to the action. Deep inbound, that goes to Jackson Deutsch. Here's Cotton. Cotton was looking for Zemer in the corner. Gilbertson kind of harassed that pass and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, Jack did exactly what you're supposed to do on defense. Somebody drives base, you sink. Great job tipping that ball out of bounds.
Cole Boer returns for the Squirrels. There's a deep 3 fadeaway as the shot clock expires. No good. That was Cash Lorenz. He just had to get a shot up. Gilbertson, he's looking at Trayton King in the post. Tried to find Steffens, and it's stolen. That was Zemer with the steal. Look, Lorenz knocked away. And last batted by Lorenz. It's going to be Husky basketball.
Both good defense on both ends there. Zemer, another steal. And then on the way back down, the Huskies just moving their feet, keeping their hands up, making them make a play.
Light man-to-man pressure, sort of a three-quarter court light man-to-man press. Huskies running their 30 series, which is one of their flex series. It yields a long three for Oswalt. Rebound, Cummings puts it on the glass, and it's good for two. Cummings has 3 points. Nice offensive rebound.
Yep, exactly what the Huskies need. A missed basket. Al gets a rebound, puts it in.
Holland penetrates, gives it to Cash Lorenz. His three is in and out. Cummings rebound. And that's what you're looking for, Coach.
Exactly. They've got to win the rebounding match here on both ends.
Steffens gives it up to Gilbertson. Dynamic duo. Shoots the three. No good. King saves it. He didn't have to, but he did to Steffens. Coach Ralph barking out plays to his Huskies.
The Huskies up 4 here, Noel. Basket here puts them up 6.
Steffens drives to the short corner, met by 2 players. They react well to Steffens' penetration. Oswalt, he's going to have an open shot here. Off the front iron, no good. Zemer rebounds. And we got a timeout called by the Central Cass Squirrels. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here and call it a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. They're located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. All right, on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Huskies have a 4-point lead, 17-13, with 5:12 remaining. What do you expect to see, Steve, for the rest of the half?
Well, normally, if Central Cass is going to call a timeout on the with the ball on the offensive end, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Ralph does. Does he stick with his man-to-man, or does he go with the zone, knowing they're probably going to have a set play? Central Cass only has 13 points with 5 minutes to go here in the first half, so they're looking to get their offense going.
And that was a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. I'm going to take that down. Central Cass ball, like you said. Huskies showing man-to-man. And we got an interesting matchup. We've got Cummings on number 22. That's Ben Nelson on the far side. Zemer looking for Nelson. It's stolen by Cummings. Steffens brings it up in transition. Defended by Nelson. Steffens blows by him, but he's blocked. He's fouled. That's a foul on Cole Boer. That's going to be a foul on the shot.
Yeah, the refs got together there, which they should do, discussed it, and they gave the foul to Brewer here. So Steffens will go to the line. Steffens on the season continually raises his free throw percentage. He shoots 65% from the line.
And first shot is good for Braden Steffens.
I believe he's 3 for 4 tonight from the line.
We are 2 of 3. This could make him 3 of 4. We don't want to jinx him, but let's see what happens.
No jinx.
No jinx there. You can't jinx Braden Steffens. Yeah, good action by the Fargo officiating crew of Tanner Kretschmann, Jordan Larson, and Calvin Tubner. And we have a foul on this end as Cash Lorenz goes to the basket. And I believe that's going to be called on Braden Steffens. His first. His first. That is correct. Cash Lorenz is going to shoot 2. Go ahead, Coach. You got it.
That's a good matchup. Cash Lorenz versus Braden Steffens. Both great basketball players, both good shooters going at each other.
I believe he made that first one, correct?
He did, correct.
Thank you. And he makes the second. Cash Lorenz has 4 points. When they played on January 5th, he had 10. All right, Huskies, looks like they're running a little bit of a motion. Kind of getting organized here. Here's Gilbertson penetrating right to the basket, driving left and finishing with his right hand.
Yeah, Jack can get in any open space a couple times now. If they give him some space, he seems to get around his defender pretty easily right now.
Jack loves to be on the attack. Cash Lorenz to the baseline. Tried to throw a soft lob to his teammate Lucas Christensen. Gilbertson in the open court. Lays in another layup. Back-to-back layups for Gilbertson and the Huskies. And we've got a full timeout called by Matt Norman. And the Central Cass Squirrels will be right back in about 1 minute.
To tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
That means all the money that we make
cha-ching.
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business.
Welcome back to historic Wahpeton High School Gymnasium, everybody. And we've got a great game going. The Huskies lead on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard 23-15 over the Squirrels. But the Squirrels have been playing some really good defense. And there's some good defense by Trayton King for the Huskies. A few fast breaks have kind of opened this one up just a little bit for the Huskies.
Yeah, defense sometimes is your best offense, Noel. They got a couple quick stops and got the ball out. Jack in transition with a great finish.
Defense as offense, and I think the Huskies love it when they see it. Here is Zemer working against Gilbertson. He kicks it to Holland. That's a great screen roll combination. Three-pointer goes in and out. Outlet pass batted around. Stolen by Holland.
Yeah, it was a great rebound by Trey, but Central Cass has got their hands on everything, knocking balls away.
And there's a deflected basketball out of bounds. Squirrels ball, they keep it. 29 the shot clock, plenty of time. Zemer's going to inbound, sort of deep sideline. As Calvin Tubner lines up. Zemer for the inbound, and here we go. That's Cole Boer, now gives it to Cash Lorenz. Here goes Holland again. Against Cummings, power up right in to Alex Cummings' face, and Holland makes it. He's having a nice first half. He had a great game last year too. Reverse, no good for Steffens, and Cummings puts it back.
Yeah,
Holland gets two, Cummings gets two. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, that's great again. Al crashing the boards there. Huskies getting the tip on the ball there, but Easton Holland on the play before, strong move. He did the same thing when they played at Central Cass in that second half. He really took it to us. It's something to watch.
He has the ability to assert himself on offense, and he's doing that in the first half. Good start for him. Lorenz, he gives it to Zemer. Zemer drives on Steffen. A leading scoop is good. And Zemer shoots a shot that looks like something Braden Steffens might shoot.
Yeah, a little bit off balance. Made a nice move to get around his defender.
Both teams putting good players on the floor that can shoot outside the framework of their body. Here's a trap by the Squirrels.
Central Cass back in their zone 1-2-2.
Gilbertson penetrates. Shoots it right in the middle over Holland. And Gilbertson scores. 4 buckets, 8 points for Jack Gilbertson. He had 17 last time they played.
Exactly what you want to do against zone. You want to attack that middle.
Peterson kicks it to Holland. Holland drives, tries the reverse. I'm not sure he needed the reverse there. It looked like he had a step on Cummings. Gilbertson in transition. Bank shot, no good, too hard. Keegan Peterson with the rebound.
Yeah, good strong move there by Jack, but Central Cass did a nice job getting back and getting their hands up.
Lorenz, he likes to run. And we've got a blocking foul on Alex Cummings. And the crowd does not like that one. The student body right in front of them, they don't like it either. And they don't like it because that's number 2 on Cummings. Cash Lorenz will go to the line. He's got 4 points.
Yeah, Al's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there. He's either got to give himself up or let him go in and get the basket or obviously draw the foul there.
What I like about Lorenz doing that is he was on the attack quick and sort of forced pressure on Cummings there. Am I going to get out of the circle? How am I going to defend this? And he didn't have much time to react.
No, not at all. Good hard move.
Second foul shot is good. Lorenz is 4 of 4 on fouls. He has 6 points total.
I'm just happy I didn't have to make that call.
Yeah. A lot of pressure put on the officials as well. We got a good crew, though.
Yeah, you do. Nobody's happy either way you make that call.
That's true. Gilbertson looks at that zone. Rylan Flack working the high post. Bonches on the left wing. Trayton King is sneaking around baseline. He trades with Flack. Flack baseline corner. Gilbertson tries a 3. It had the arc. It had the backspin. And splash. 3 points for Gilbertson.
Was that Piper Nelson range maybe, Coach Watson? I don't know.
Jack exploring the range, imitating Piper Nelson. Jump stop basket is good for Holland. And he gets maybe an old-fashioned three-point play. The hoop and some harm.
Yeah, causing the Huskies some problems, getting into the middle of the lane. They got to move their feet. Maybe take an outside shot.
And that foul, Trayton King, his second. So the big men for the Huskies, Trayton King with 2, Alex Cummings with 2. King pulls down the rebound. So Holland doesn't complete the three-point play, but it was a nice basket on his part.
Huskies opting to slow it down here, Coach. I think they're happy to go into the halftime with this lead. Basket here would be huge.
We're down to 24 on the clock, down to 11 on the shot clock. Gilbertson, he'll pull the trigger. Off the back iron, rebound Cash Lorenz. And Cash Lorenz went down in a pile and convinced Tanner Kretschmann that he got fouled by Rylan Flack.
Yeah, that puts him at the line, Coach. Not something you want to do with 15 seconds on the clock.
So that's the second foul on Rylan Flack, 5th team foul of the quarter. Lorenz going to shoot 2 more, and so far he's shooting 100% on foul shots.
Yeah, one of their better free throw shooters.
And you want that out of your point guard, don't you? If they're going to be handling the ball late in the game, you want them to be a good foul shooter. And Cash Lorenz certainly is that.
Yeah, he's just a good shooter, Coach. Got the miss. Let's see if we can get a basket.
I think you might have jinxed him. I'm not sure. He is a good shooter, for sure. Huskies running a high one for it. Goes to Gilbertson. He's going to see what he can do. Down to 4 seconds. Spin move high on the glass. Bounces out. Nice rebound by Zane Blixt. And his heave is no good. That brings us to halftime on your Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton Huskies 30, Central Cass Squirrels 24. Coming up next will be our halftime show. We'll be back in a minute or two.
With an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Having the right insurance team will change the way you view insurance. Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm. My staff and I believe insurance is a tool that can help you plan for what can go wrong so you can focus and invest in what can go right.
Amanda and her team are dedicated to serving you and the community. They are local, committed, and a trusted insurance team. See why they've been voted Best Insurance Agency 7 years and counting.
Come see us. We'd love a chance to work with you too.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great. And if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town...
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School, everybody, and we have a great North Dakota High School Division A Region 1 basketball game going on with the visiting Central Cass Squirrels, coached by Matt Norman, and the hometown Wahpeton Huskies, coached by Jeff Ralph. Right now, the Huskies lead at halftime, 30-24, and I would like to welcome you to our OSPTI halftime show. OSPTI, for all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls and in Breckenridge. I'm going to go to the box score for just a minute here, and then we'll check our Studio 22 design shout-out line, check in with some of your messages, and then we'll go to Mr. Steve Hockert for some halftime analysis. All right, box score. I'm going to start with the Central Cass Squirrels. Easton Holland off to a great start. He has 13 points in the half and playing really well. He's been on the attack, finishing well around the rim, and he is 2 of 5 on foul shots. Cass Lorenz, he's got a basket, and he's went 5 of 6 on foul shots. He has 7 points total. Andrew Ziemer, who kind of seemed to be everywhere in that first half, has 2 buckets. He's got 4 points total to round out the Squirrels scoring at 24. The Wahpeton Huskies box score looks like this. Aiden Bonches has a basket, 2 points for him on a nice little floater in the lane. Braden Steffens has a 3. He has a 2-pointer, 3 of 4 on fouls. He has 8 points total. Jack Gilbertson has been active early and often. He has 11 points, 4 baskets, and a 5th basket, which was a 3-pointer. Cooper Kulmo off the bench has 2 points. Carter Oswald off the bench has 2 points. So a couple of sophomore guards with 4 points off the bench. And Alex Cummings has 5 points. But for the Huskies, Trey King has 2 fouls. Alex Cummings 2 fouls. Rylan Flack has 2 fouls. No foul trouble for Central Cass. If I have this correct, it's unofficial, of course. Easton Holland 1 foul. Zane Blixt 1 foul. And Cole Boer 1 foul. All right, I'm going to go to the Studio 22 design shout-out line. We've got several messages coming in. It's good to hear from everybody. First one we got a shout-out to Caitlin Clare folding laundry and cheering on the Squirrels. So Caitlin Clare, shout-out to you. We've got a hi Noel from Adam Marol, and of course, we remember him playing for the Huskies in those old EDC battles in this historic gymnasium. Kyle and Amy are watching from home. Good to hear from you, Kyle and Amy. I've got a message. This looks like Emily and Leah DeVries, Jacob Peterman. We appreciate all you guys do. Go Huskies. I might have actually got a little bit of that message from last game. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. This is going to make you guys jealous. Watching from Florida, cheering on our grandson, Andrew Ziemer. Go Central Cass. It's great to hear from Squirrels fans. Klostermans are watching in Morton, and they say, go Huskies. Good to hear from you guys. This is Bobby. I'm watching from Williston, North Dakota, and cheering on Jackson Deutsch, number 4, and all the Squirrels. Also, we appreciate your commentary. So it's great, once again, to hear from our Squirrel fans, or at least the Squirrels fans watching us tonight. We've got Wayne and Deb Flack. They're cheering on Rylan Flack and the Huskies from Gold Canyon, Arizona.
Hey, I've golfed there.
You've golfed there. Okay.
Yeah. Tell them to go to golf the Dinosaur Golf Course.
Dinosaur Golf Course. So check it out, Flack family. You might enjoy that. We got a shout out to Javen and Tannen Johnson. We have a new Husky fan named Onyx. So Brett, Elijah, and Onyx Ralph are cheering on the Huskies. Go Huskies. So out in Williston, there is a new Ralph, a new Husky fan named Onyx. Fantastic. That's great. Laura Lucina, Spanish teacher at the high school. Hi, Noel, Principal Hawker, Pat, and Laura Lucina are watching. They say, go Huskies. You're also watching the Youth Basketball Association. I believe this is the 4th grade Flash. They're coached by former Lady Husky, Tracy Miller, now Tracy Swanson. And it kind of looked like she had her hands full coaching. This is a lively bunch of 4th graders.
Yeah,
well,
they like
Coach
to get up and
Hawker,
down the floor.
We're down to 3.5. I'm going to kick it over to you for some halftime analysis, and maybe we'll get some shout-outs from your fans as well.
Okay. Well, first thing is this game is eerily similar to the first time they played. The Huskies go into halftime with the lead. It's been a physical game once again. I think that's something to watch. But I feel like the Huskies are deeper than they were than the last time that they played. So I think they can handle that physicalness a little bit more. But I think the Huskies got to keep dictating the pace like we talked about, Noel, to start this game. A little bit at the end of the first quarter, the Central Cass switched defenses, and they started to get up and down the floor, and that got a little bit scary. But the Huskies did a nice job slowing the pace back down. So I think the pace of the game so far favors the Huskies. Stay on their shooters. We've done a nice job defending their shooters, taking some driving lanes away. The kid, I can't remember his name, Easton Holland, number 0, probably the most effective so far getting the lane. And then they have to win the battle on the boards. If they can do these things, they're going to cause some problems for Central Cass. But Central Cass is a great basketball team. They're going to make a run. I mean, you just expect that out of a great team. They're ranked number 2 in the state for a reason. So they went in there at halftime. They're looking for different ways to defend the Huskies, but also to get their offense going.
Yeah, you mentioned the Central Cass Squirrels. This is a very good Squirrel basketball team, sitting at 11-2. You also mentioned the polls. The Division A North Dakota high school boys polls look like this, at least the last poll that I've seen. Number 5 is Beulah. Number 4 is Shiloh Christian. Number 3 is Kindred, also in Region 1, chasing the Squirrels just like the Huskies are. Number 2, Central Cass, and number 1, 4 Winds. And of course, Central Cass has a 2-point loss to 4 Winds Minnewacan. Earlier in the season, the Huskies beat 4 Winds by 20, so it's kind of up and down in Region 1 here. And of course, 4 Winds, they're playing in Region 2. But you've got an interesting group of teams in Region 1 between Central Cass, you've got Kindred, Fargo Oak Grove is having a nice season this year, and the Huskies are right there in the fight with all of them.
Yeah, every night you go to battle in Region 1, you're going to face a good team, and that's how it should be. But yeah, there's a couple of teams that are ranked in Region 1, and maybe could be a couple more, to be honest, Coach.
All right, we're going to wind down our OSPTI halftime show. You're watching tonight, streaming on YouTube, and we're also on Channel 28 on Red River Communications. We certainly would like to thank Red River Communications for their support of live local high school athletics. And Channel 28 is dedicated to 3 border sports networks. So shout out to Red River Communications, and thank you for all you do. They provide internet with the human touch. And we're just about ready to go underway here for the second half. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Wahpeton Huskies 30, Central Cass Squirrels 24, and see Agent Kyle DeVries for all of your insurance needs.
Central Cass will start with the basketball to start the second half. Let's see what they do. Are they going to try to go to Cash Lorenz maybe for an outside shot, or Easton Holland, who was probably the most effective offensively. So, do they go at Alex Cummings too? Alex has got 2 fouls. And when Alex has been in there, the Huskies have definitely played better defensively and rebounded better. So I think that's something to watch. Can Al play with 2 fouls here in the third quarter without picking up his third?
And a year ago, Coach Watson and I had the Central Cass game here, and Holland was a outstanding player last year, fun to watch. And the Squirrels won on the Husky floor. The Huskies later in the season came back to win on the Squirrels' home floor. So they traded road victories. So far, the Squirrels have won a home game against the Huskies as we have an early foul against Jack Gilbertson.
It looked like they tried to do a little screen and roll with Zemer and Holland there. Just got around the corner on Jack.
I like the idea of screen and rolls involving Zemer Holland and Lorenzen Holland. Here's Zemer working against Gilbertson. Driving layup. Putting it in is Keegan Peterson as the Squirrels get the first bucket of the half and pull to within 4.
Good start for the Squirrels. Two good moves, one on the baseline and one in the middle there.
Huskies looking to run a set play. Steffens gives it up to Gilbertson. He's going to penetrate right side. Spin move back to the middle and goes right up over Cole Boer. And that is a 2-pointer for Jack Gilbertson.
How about that body control, Coach?
Yeah, he elevates.
Spins and
elevates and finishes around the defender. There was a block shot. Now a drive by Holland. Another block shot by Cummings this time. Goes out of bounds. Squirrels ball. 20 on the shot clock.
A couple rim defenders there. Jack with the block and Al.
Zemer will play it in for the Squirrels. Here's the handoff play. Holland keeps it this time. Shoots the reverse, hits the bottom of the rim. Rebounds his own shot, and we're going to have a foul, I'm going to guess, on Alex Cummings from behind.
Yeah, it looks like he got him on the arm.
So that's going to be 3 on Cummings, and it sends Holland to the line. Holland will be shooting 2. First shot for Holland, rims out. I'd like to mention some of our supporters, some of our sponsors. We have Giant Seeds and Snacks, Essentia Health, Smith Motors of Wahpeton, Wahpeton Daily News, Channel Seeds and Matt Bone. Second shot by Holland is good. Steffens will bring it up in a 32-27 game. Huskies lead. High 1-4 set. Goes to Bonches. He finds King. King exploring the baseline. Gets blocked by Holland from behind. And that rebound was Cole Boer. Cross-court pass. Holland, 3-pointer. And rebound brought down by King. King's going to handle it open court. He gives it to Flack. Bonches. Steffens has an opening at the foul line. Pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound Holland.
A little quicker pace here, Coach, the last minute or so.
We've got a lot of back and forth action, and I don't think the Squirrels mind that quicker pace. What have we got?
30-second timeout by Coach Ralph.
30-second timeout. You heard it from Coach Hockert. We'll keep it right here. We will call it a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. And once again, Carlson Family Insurance, located 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. All right, Husky timeout. Was it just save the possession, you think?
Yeah, I don't think they, they have the jump ball in their favor right now, and Coach Ralph decided it was okay to waste a 30-second timeout here, and I think it's a good timeout anyway. I feel like the momentum's a little bit on Central Cass's side in the pace of the basketball game for sure. So sometimes a timeout, get your team refocused here.
So what pace do the Huskies want? Do they want to just run when there's opportunity and then run offense?
I would, yeah. I mean, I think when they defensively, when they can get out and run and get a quick stop and get a tip and go, but I don't think they want to go up and down the court with Central Cass.
Central Cass loves to run, it looks like. And there's a block again, saved by Flack. Steffens finds King. Back out to Steffens. There was nothing open there for King. Trap on Steffens. Spin move, trailing Gilbertson. Three-pointer is good for Gilbertson. Assist Steffens.
Yeah, Steffens made that play happen. He did a great job. There was a double team, and he kept control of the ball. He didn't force anything, and he found his open teammate.
Holland going against Rylan Flack. Lays it up, no good. Rebound, Gilbertson. Now he's in the open court. Pass ahead to Bonches. Pull up. Shot, no good for Bonches. Offensive rebound, King. King, nifty move to put it back.
Yeah, second chance points, Coach. We talked about that before the game on both sides. Extra opportunities could make the difference in this game. Huskies up 10.
Nice little pivot on the rebound and puts it in. Shot nearly blocked by Gilbertson, but it's going to drop. That's Zemer scoring his first 2 of the half. He has 6. Yeah, I thought King did a nice job stepping through 2 guys on that offensive rebound. Here's Gilbertson. He tries to step past a guy. Rebound, Holland.
Yeah, Jack once again just rimmed one out.
Long 3 is all net. That's Cole Boer, his first bucket of the game. That's a big shot. Huskies lead by 5, 37-32.
Exactly what Central Cass wants to do. They got to get the ball up the court and first open shot.
And the call there is a kick. So what we have is Keegan Peterson stripped the ball from Flack when it was thrown to the high post. And it's squirrel ball. I think they're calling that Flack kicked it. He stuck his foot out. Or did they call a foul? All right, there's a jump stop and shot. No good for Zemer. Rebound Gilbertson.
That was good defense by Jack. Moved his feet, kept his hands straight up.
I just didn't understand that last signal by the official.
I didn't either. They called a kick because they didn't call a foul. There's no foul up on the board, so it looked inadvertent to me.
Steffens explores short corner, nothing there. He's met by 2 defenders. They're really doing their best to send 2 guys at penetration tonight. Flack from the top. Here's King. Scored moments ago. Spin move off the glass and in for King. Trayton King into the spin cycle, and we've got a timeout called by the Huskies. This one is a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute, everybody.
We know switching banks takes time. But what if we told you that at Bell Bank, we have a team that knows you by name?
Worth it.
Or real people that answer the phone within 22 seconds.
Worth it.
A bank that you can trust that will never hit you with sneaky fees?
It's so worth it.
Switch and see why Bell Bank is worth it. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Minn Kota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School, and I love that Minn Kota ad because that narrator has such a silky smooth voice. I wonder who did that for Three Borders Sports Network. Here comes Central Cass. Holland on the drive, left-hand reverse, no good. Offensive rebound was Jackson Deutsch, but Gilbertson on the break goes high, but too low on the glass, and is batted out of bounds, I believe, by Trayton King. Cooper Coolmo returns. And returning for Central Cass is Blaze Cotton. Man, it's end-to-end, isn't it? These two teams, when they want to go, they go.
They go for sure. Yeah, Jack getting a quick rest here. I would assume a quick one.
Coolmo, he's defending Zane Blixt. That's Cole Boer. Coming out of the corner is Jackson Deutsch. Cash Lorenz has it top of the key. He finds his teammate, Blaze Cotton, misses the layup, pulled down by Flack. Steffens has it.
Yeah, nice job by Flack keeping that rebound alive, and Steffens able to recover it.
Flack forward for the Huskies, junior forward, does a lot of the little things for the Huskies. Bonches trying to feed Flack, loses it, and here comes Blaze Cotton on the fast break. He misses the layup. Central Cass fans are unhappy. There is contact after the shot, but Steffens tries to take advantage. He misses as well. 3 people on Blaze Cotton in the rebound, and a foul is called, and now Coach Ralph is not a happy camper.
I think that was almost kind of a bailout call there. He was trapped. Huskies had a good trap on him.
Yeah, three people surrounded Blaze Cotton. 3 Huskies surrounded Blaze Cotton, and I didn't see an outlet anywhere in sight.
Nope.
So that one worked out really well for the Squirrels, getting the 3rd foul on Ryland Flack. So the Huskies have some foul issues on that front line. Cash Lorenz spins against Kulmo. He drives, dishes to Blaze Cotton, who lays it in. That's Cotton's first bucket of the game. And it's a 5-point game once again. Steffens settling the Huskies down. Here's where I think they want to run offense, like you said, Coach. And a foul called away from the ball.
I missed that one.
This foul is going to be called on Jackson Deutsch. It's their first foul this half. Huskies will be playing it in. Reminder, at the end of this game, we'll be choosing a Optimum Rehab Player of the Game, so be watching for that in our FCCU post-game show. We'll announce the player of the game. Carter Oswalt is in.
Central Cass back to their zone defense here.
Switching defenses for Central Cass. King high post, kicks it to Kulmo, tough catch, leads to a difficult shot, but Steffens is there to clean it up. Steffens, one half of the Huskies' dynamic duo. Senior guard, over 1,000 points in his career. And there's a nice dish to Blaze Cotton. Lost that one. King ripping down the rebounds tonight, playing with 3 fouls. He drives, Oswalt, shot fake. Nice reverse for Oswalt. Smart play. Tell us about it.
Yeah, good little run there by the Huskies, Coach. Minute to go in the game. Let's see how the Huskies finish the quarter.
And we have a full timeout called by Matt Norman. And the Central Cass Squirrels will be back to Husky basketball on Three Borders Sports Network right after this.
At Interstate Engineering, we're more than engineers and surveyors. We're partners in building stronger communities. For 50 years, we've partnered with communities across the Great Plains region, from airports to water systems, transportation to recreation. Our team delivers innovative solutions with integrity, loyalty, and a passion for helping others. Interstate Engineering, improving life, one community at a time.
Welcome back to historic Wahpeton High School. I'm Noel Eckroth and he's Steve Hockert. We're also joined by the best cameraman this side of the Red River, Coach Brian Watson. Lady Husky coach is with us. Of course, we have a bigger team on Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner is covering the Cowgirl basketball game. They're playing, I believe it's East Grand Forks Sacred Heart on the other side of the river. And running the camera over there is the maestro, Camden Yards Kelson. Probably Joe's getting a little bit of help from Chad Affield as well, I'm going to bet. Ball lost out of bounds by Cash Lorenz. Carter Oswalt might have got a hand on it. Carter Oswalt, he's available all 4 quarters tonight. The sophomore guard played a half in the JV game and scored 17.
Yeah, he's had 2 big buckets here. Nice move. Right before that timeout, ball fake underneath the hoop and reverse layup.
And speaking of ball fakes, the student body got that loose ball and was ball faking as well. Here's Central Cass playing it in. Cash Lorenz has it. He's driving. Pulls up. High shot over Braden Steffens, and he scores it. Nice finish by Cash Lorenz. I believe his first basket of the half. 43-36.
Yeah, good strong move at the hoop. That's a tough shot.
We're down under 30 seconds. 23 on the shot clock. Huskies, they're going to use all this clock, it looks like. That might leave the Squirrels about 4 seconds. Of course, if Gilbertson has it, he might go early.
Looking for Jack at the top of the key here.
That's what they want. We're at 8 seconds. Gilbertson has it. He drives left, puts up a floater, bounces around and in. Huskies score. Pass ahead for the Squirrels. That beat the horn for Blaze Cotton, but a little bit low on the backboard. That shot is no good. And on your Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Wahpeton Huskies 45, Central Cass Squirrels 36. We'll be back right after this. And we're back at Wahpeton High School. I'm Noel Eckroth. He's Steve Hockert. Brian Watson is in the crow's nest with us, the press box high above Wahpeton High School's hard court floor. And your score to start the fourth quarter, Wahpeton Huskies 45, Central Cass Squirrels 36. We're seeing a good game, but it's a 9-point lead for the Huskies. What do the Squirrels need to do to make a run here in the fourth?
First of all, they got to contain Jack and Braden and keep them off the offensive boards right now for the Central Cass to get back. They need some stops and to get going the other way.
Gilbertson backdoor goes high, and he just committed a player control foul.
Yeah,
Coach Ralph is off the bench pointing at the restraining circle. Was that Holland?
Yeah, they just reversed the call because he was inside of the circle. So the ref on the other side where Coach Ralph was. So block, 2 shots for Jack.
Good officiating crew. They got together. They talked about it. So instead of a Gilbertson player control foul, we now have a blocking foul against Easton Holland, who was in the restraining circle. And I believe we have a Central Cass full timeout because I think they want to talk about it with the officials. So they're going to take a timeout to do that. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back.
1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
What does
And we're back to Wahpeton High School, ladies and gentlemen. We took a short break there as we had a full timeout. Central Cass, we just had one of those 50-50 block charge calls. Coach Ralph was pointing at the restraining circle. The top official came down to talk it over. These officials, Fargo crew, Tanner Krutchman, Jordan Larson, Kelvin Tubner, have done a really nice job tonight. They've been able to pause, talk about what's going on, and get to the right call, and that's what everybody wants.
Yeah, I think they got the right call there. He was inside the circle.
Gilbertson misses the first. He's going to have a second foul shot here.
Yeah, Jack is only a 48% free throw shooter, a place that he struggles a little bit at. So let's see if he can knock the second one down, give the Huskies a 10-point lead.
Some of our sponsors include Comfy Vibes Company, Gripper Sports, Bell Bank, Mid-Coda Ag Products, and All Seasons Car Wash. And Jack Gilbertson misses both shots. Country Financial at Wahpeton and Red River Grain. We've got some great sponsors. Tell them how much you're enjoying live local high school sports on Three Border Sports Network when you see them. Here's a drive by Zemer. He's going against Gilbertson, kicks it out to Holland. Deep corner three. Rebounded by Coolmo, and Coolmo is looking ahead. Gilbertson transition, powers to the basket, and it's good for 2 more. That's the kind of range Jack Gilbertson likes.
That started by Kumo's box out underneath there. He had a great box out and a good rebound and able to get it up to Jack.
Great observation, Steve Hockert. Pull up by Zemer. Rebounded by Kumo. Kumo doing a job on the glass right now. Here's Oswald. He's been on fire tonight. Got a little fancy with the ball handling. It's taken away by Ben Nelson.
Needs to kick that out right away.
Sharing is caring. Here is a corner three. That was Cole Boer, eventually rebounded by Alex Cummings. Cummings in the game now, playing with three. He gives it up. Oswald, he ain't afraid to drive. Misses that shot. Rebounded by Holland. 3-on-2, 3-on-3. Holland's going to take it himself. Power over Gilbertson. He makes it. Holland's first basket of the second half.
Yeah, you'd like to see the Huskies slow it down a little bit here. If the Central Cast is in man-to-man, let's get back into some flex here.
Holland doing a nice job. He's got 16 for the Squirrels. Here's Bonches. He's got 2 on the night. Here's Kulmo. Breaks the foul line, gives it up to Cummings. Oswald, he's been active. Ben Nelson pressuring him, looking for a chance to trap. Kumo tries to split the trap, loses the ball, scramble on the baseline. Man, this is going to be a tough call, and we're going with jump ball.
I was wondering if maybe Central Cast might have been out of bounds when they touched the ball there, but must not have been.
And it might have been so tough to call, let's just go with the jump ball. That's kind of the one that could save you. Both Steffens and Cash Lorenz check in. Carter Oswald's out. And Zane Blixt is out. They're going to get a break.
Steffens got a little nice break there, almost 2 minutes.
And we're right at 6 minutes in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes remaining. Zemer threatened a step-back three. Here's Holland working against Cummings. Here's Zemer. He's going against Kumo, goes right by him for a left-hand layup. Nice attack by Zemer. He's got 8 on the evening. Yes. He can score, rebound, and pass. He's doing a nice job.
Yeah, he's a great all-around player.
Kulmo, the sophomore guard, looking at Gilbertson, nothing there. Here comes Bonches. Now Gilbertson's open. He launches a three, hard off the back iron. Good rebound by Cole Boer. Cash Lorenz drives, draws the contact. And I believe we're going to have a blocking foul. Let's see who reports it. Discussion at the table. We got it called on Alex Cummings, 4th foul. Lorenz, first foul shot, no good.
A little bit of an energy switch here. Central Cass coming out of that timeout. Huskies need a basket on the next play down on their end here.
Lorenz makes the second. And we've got a 6-point game on your Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Steffens, he's working against Zemer. Box set for the Huskies. Backside cut Gilbertson through the lane. Bonches penetrates. Nothing there. Cummings had a look at King on the baseline cut. Here's Gilbertson. Gilbertson goes by Ben Nelson, but they're going to call Nelson for a foul there. That's his first. Second team foul.
So a little interesting. Coach Ralph leaving Cummings in with 4 fouls here with 5 minutes to go, 4:53.
And the Huskies have a lot of fouls on that front line. I think it's 3 for King, 3 for Flack.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Here's that set play for Gilbertson where he can drive right. Gives it up to Bonches. Now Steffens has it. Plenty of time on the shot clock.
Central Cast did a much better job defending that there. They're starting to pick up on it.
Overplaying that right hand a little bit.
A little bit, yep.
Gilbertson's not afraid to take it back to the left, though. Here he is going left against Holland. Bonches launches a three. Nice rebound. That's Ben Nelson. Pass ahead. Cash Lorenz. He lays it in on the fast break basket. And we've got a 4-point game. Trayton King right down the middle. Layup is blocked by Lorenz. Rebound basket is Big Alex Cummings. Scoring 2 more. And we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, good move by Coach leaving Al in. That's a big basket there, and I think that's a great timeout. You're up 6, get a quick timeout here, get your team refocused, talk some game strategy, and let's see if we can finish this.
And once again, this is a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. They're located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. They work for their customers, not the companies. They're all about customer service and satisfaction. Reminder, in about 4 minutes, we're going to have the First Community Credit Union post-game show. And FCCU, they make your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms with our products at FCCU. And we're back to the action, 4:06 remaining. Zemer's going to bring it up against Gilbertson. Huskies, a little bit of pressure, but dropping back on the advance. Deutsch finds Cash Lorenz. A nice give and go inside the lane, and Ben Nelson's going to draw a foul. That was a really nice pass from Jackson Deutsch to Ben Nelson on the cut there.
Yep, that'll be Al's 5th.
And Alex Cummings has fouled out of the game. He got some good minutes for the Huskies. We're under 4 minutes. Carter Oswald comes in, so the Huskies not afraid of using a small lineup. They kind of like their small lineup here.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a matchup right now. I believe the Easton Hollins is on the bench right now. So not 2 post players on the floor for Central Cass right now.
Ben Nelson makes that first foul shot. Second one is good as well. And Holland returns. And I think Coach Matt Norman saw exactly what you're talking about. Let's go back with the big if they're going to go small. Trayton King's still out there, though. So the Huskies do have a post player. King, 0. Guarded by Holland, 0. Similar players. They like to face the basket. And we have an unfortunate turnover by Jack Gilbertson. And the ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Squirrel basketball.
Just a simple man-to-man press there, putting pressure on the Huskies, trying to force a turnover, which they did.
Here's the inbounds play. It was a shooter play for Zemer. Steffens guarded it well. Holland, Cash Lorenz, pull-up jumper. Cash Lorenz is Cash in that mid-range jumper area. It's a good-looking shot. You said he's a good shooter, and we're seeing it right now in a big moment. We have a 2-point game. Carter Oswald, he's giving it to Steffens. Steffens draws a lot of attention. Here's Trayton King. Back to Oswald. Foul line, kick to King. Gilbertson has it. We're under 10. He's going to go, and we got a blocking foul on Ben Nelson. That's going to be his second foul.
That crowd really getting into here, Coach, on both sides.
Squirrels' third team foul of the quarter. Huskies have to inbound it. We're at 3:02 remaining. 2-point game. Huskies lead by 2. Bunches has it. Reverse all the way over to Oswald on that left side. Stagger screen for Gilbertson. He has it, looking at Ben Nelson. Gilbertson attacks. Tries to lay it in with his right. Rebounded by Cash Lorenz. Gilbertson went quick there. Ran out of energy on that layup attempt. Zemer. Shot fake. Looking for friends. He finds Holland. Holland penetrated, but Squirrels happy to run something. Here goes Zemer against Steffens. And we got a foul called against Steffens.
Good ball movement there by the Central Cass Squirrels, and Zemer able to find a lane on Steffens there and draw a foul.
Zemer's first trip to the line tonight. He had 14 when these teams played on January 5th. 2-point game, 2:30 remaining. Huskies lead 49-47. First shot is good for Zemer. He's a heady player. He's played a really nice game here. More of our sponsors include Red River Communications Channel 28, Sanford Health, Red River Valley Western Railroad, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery. That's missed. And as Nelson tries to save it, he's out of bounds. Husky basketball. But we got a 1-point game. Are you having fun yet?
This is a great Class A Region 1 basketball game tonight, Coach. Couldn't ask for any more.
Carter Oswald's going to inbounds, and we've got full court man-to-man pressure coming from the Squirrels. Steffens has it.
Huskies in a dire need for a basket here. Let's see where they go.
Steffens held to 2 points in this second half so far. And we got a timeout called by Jeff Ralph and the Wahpeton Huskies. 30-second timeout. We got a good game. I think we'll keep it right here. So I'm going to go. It's a full timeout. We can take a break. We'll do that. Catch our breath. We'll be right back with more Husky basketball right after this.
Care mean to us? At Sanford Health, it means being there when and where you need it most. It means building a relationship, because when a provider really knows you, they can deliver the best care for every aspect of your health and your life. So what does primary care mean for you? It means understanding your health for today and for where you're headed next. It means a lifetime of care for a lifetime of you.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to historic Wahpeton High School. I just like that word, historic, but there is a little bit of history in this place, and we had a great game last Thursday with the Lady Huskies, and now we're getting a good game here. Another great game from the Squirrels and the Huskies. It's a 1-point game, Husky basketball. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Steffens has the ball. Here's Gilbertson. Working against Holland. Little extra step, but short. Hits the rim, and it's pulled down by Holland, handling his Zemer. Squirrels down 1. Holland has it against Trayton King. He's looking for a little help, though. Ben Nelson. He drives on Bonches, and it gets batted away by Oswald. 2-on-1 break. Here goes Gilbertson. Big steps, misses a layup. Trayton King pulls a rebound out of there. I don't know how he got that one.
A great hustle by Trey there.
He pulled it right out of the hands of the Squirrel defender.
Give the Huskies a second opportunity here. This could be a big play.
Bonches handling. King has it. He's done a nice job on the boards tonight. Steffens looking at Cash Lorenz. Gilbertson's trying to tell his teammates something. Back screen Oswald. Here comes a stagger for Gilby. Steffens has it. He's surrounded by 3. Bonches shoots a 3 and splash! A 3-pointer at the shot clock buzzer for Bonches. Bonches, that's a huge shot for him. Huskies by 4. Nelson with a beautiful reverse. He scores 2, and we got a timeout called by the Central Cass Squirrels. Sorry if that was too loud, but that was a big 3 by Bonches.
Yeah, I think a great job by Braden Steffens once again. Drove the lane, was 3 guys were on him. He found his open shooter, and, what more do you ask for? Bonches knocking that down. But Central Cass answered right away, which they had to do now. I think the interesting thing now, Coach, is there's 40 seconds left on the clock, 35 on the shot clock. Does Coach Norman, does he decide to foul? Or does he let the shot clock run down and let the Huskies take a shot? If I'm coaching, I think I'm fouling here.
To your earlier point, Steffens has 10 tonight. It's been a pretty good defensive effort against Steffens, especially the second half. But there are opportunities for other Huskies. And you would go, I think, assist Steffens for that Bonches corner 3. That was a great shot by Aiden Bonches, the junior guard for the Huskies.
A little bit of arc on that thing, huh?
That was up there. It used all the rest of the shot clock. That horn went off while it was in the air. 1-4 entry for the Huskies. It goes to Oswald. Lorenz bumps him. That's going to be the 4th team foul. And for Lorenz, I think I've got his first personal.
So one more to give until they're in the bonus, so they pretty much have to foul here again.
2-point game. Huskies 52, Squirrels 50.
You're going to want to get this ball into Steffen's hands.
Huskies were up by 4, and Ben Nelson's pretty reverse made it a 2-point game. That foul is on Cash Lorenz again.
Well, I'd like to tell you what Carter Oswald shoots from the free throw line, but I don't believe he shot a free throw yet this year for the varsity Huskies here. So, but we know he can shoot the ball.
He has 4 points on the night. He's going to the line to shoot 2. It's a 2-point game. Crowd quiets down. Oswald misses the first. He's trying to make it a 3-point game here.
This is a big shot here. Gives you a tie.
35.6 on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. He misses that one as well, but Bonches comes up big again with a big offensive rebound. Steffens has it, and he's going to be fouled. The Squirrels had really no choice there after giving up an offensive rebound to Aiden big-time Bonches.
Yeah,
he's got the big-time three-pointer. He's got the big-time offensive rebound.
Yeah, two big plays, and we talked about that before the game. We knew we were getting out of Jack and Braden, but...
And Steffens misses the first. The Huskies, if they've got Achilles' heel, it might be foul shooting. They had problems at Fargo Oak Grove. They've had problems a few other games. And we're in a 2-point game here. Steffens now trying to make it 3. And that one misses. Rebound is Cole Boer. 2-point game.
Rallying our defense here, Coach.
Cash Lorenz drives baseline, and we got a foul on Carter Oswald. It's probably a good foul because that baseline was wide open and no help side.
And one to give here, so one more foul, and Central Cass is in the bonus.
Central Cass, 20.4 seconds on the clock. They inbound to Lorenz. Holland has it now. Here's Zemer. Oh, a nice back screen was set, but they missed him. Zemer has it now. Zemer spin move on Gilbertson, loses the ball, going up on the shot, and a foul is called. Foul is called on Gilbertson, I believe, going up for that shot. Is that correct? I think it is.
That is correct.
Foul's on Gilbertson. Zemer goes to the line to tie the game here. Last time he was 1 of 2. Misses the first.
Yep, we got a box now, Coach. No second chance opportunities.
Coach Jeff Ralph and Landon Ralph were at half court. Coach Jordan Ralph is pleading with everybody to box out. Matt Norman is giving Cash Lorenz instructions. Zemer, and that was an intentional miss, hard off the backboard. But you got to draw iron on that.
You got to draw iron on that.
It has to touch the iron on an intentional miss, so it is Huskies basketball. We've got a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Husky basketball on Three Borders Sports Network.
To grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
No.
We're back at Wahpeton High School, and we're watching a great Division A, Region 1 high school boys basketball game. We saw a great game last Thursday with the Lady Huskies beating the Squirrels 73-69. And both teams that night, great foul shooting. Tonight, Coach Hawkert, what are your thoughts on the foul shooting?
Well, the last 6 free throws have been missed, so.
And some by both teams.
And by both teams, yes.
Deep pass going to Trayton King. And Holland fouls Trayton King. During the timeout, you and Coach Watson were discussing maybe Trey King is the guy you go to because you know there's going to be a foul. He'll go to the line. Let's check out his foul percentage maybe.
He's shooting 55% on the season here, so we're going for 2 here.
He hasn't shot any tonight. The Huskies have not made a foul shot in the second half. They're 0 for 6. 0 for 7.
So Central Cass is going to have a shot one way or the other here if he makes or misses.
We got a 2-point game. Trayton King's last foul shot coming up. He's trying to make it a 3-point game. Keegan Peterson has checked into the game. Cole Boer is in the game. He had a nice 3 earlier. That shot is good. We have a 3-point game.
Got to defend. Hands up.
Pass ahead to Cash Lorenz. Shot fake goes up at the buzzer. It misses. The Wahpeton Huskies had their foot in the trap and pulled it out. The Huskies win over the number 2 team in the Division A polls, Central Cass Squirrels, a very good Central Cass team coached by Matt Norman. Your final score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Wahpeton Huskies 53, Central Cass Squirrels 50. I would call it, Coach, maybe a mild upset.
Yeah, I mean, anytime the number 2 ranked team in the state, and we're not ranked currently right now, but anytime a team comes to your house and you get a win, I would call it a little bit of an upset, yes.
So both teams have been on a streak. That ends Central Cass's 7-game win streak. The Huskies extend their win streak to 4 games. But we can talk about it all on the FCCU postgame show. That's coming up in 1 minute as the student body rushes the floor just like it's the region tournament, just like it's Thursday night all over again when the Lady Huskies pulled off their exciting overtime win. We'll be right back after these messages.
There's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to historic Wahpeton High School Gymnasium. And we were just treated to a great North Dakota High School Division A Region 1 basketball game. That was a lot of fun. I'm Noel Eckroth, your friendly neighborhood basketball host. My co-host is Steve Hockert. We're also here with master technician and master producer Brian Watson. And I'd like to welcome everybody to the First Community Credit Union post-game show. First Community Credit Union, making your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms with our products. CFCCU. I've got a couple Studio 22 design shout-outs that came in the second half. I forgot to put the number back up for the second half, but that's all right. We got a few messages coming in. I've got one that says, "Let's go Huskies, watching the Cowgirls too. You and Steve and Brian are doing such a great job." That's from Jeannie Schreiner, the birthday girl. Celebrated her birthday with her just this last Saturday. So, Jeannie, I hope you had a great birthday and it was fun seeing all your family and friends there up north. That was cool. Mike McCall gives us a shout out. He says, "Well done again tonight, guys. Go Huskies." And we have "Don't be sorry for being too loud. We love the energy, close game. Let's pull this off, Huskies." And the Huskies certainly did. That is the Williston Ralph crew, who has a new cheerleader there named Onyx. So it's great that Onyx has joined the viewing party here. I'm going to go over the box score, and we'll get a couple thoughts from our color analyst, Mr. Steve Hockert. And we also have to reveal our Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. That's coming up in just a little bit. But let's start with Matt Norman's Central Cass Squirrels. Their overall record is now 11-3. They're 5-1 in Region 1. They should still be sitting in first, but Kindred is chasing them, along with Fargo Oak Grove and the Wahpeton Huskies. The Wahpeton Huskies are going to go to 10-4. They're going to go to 4-3 Region 1, and they're in fourth place. They got to face Oak Grove coming up here. That might help them move up into third, possibly. I do have a score from across the river in Breckenridge. The Cowgirls lost to East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. East Grand Forks Sacred Heart 67, and the Breckenridge Cowgirls 58 in that one. Now to the box score of this game, which ended up a Huskies victory, 53-50 over the Squirrels. I'm going to start with Central Cass. Easton Holland really had a great first half with 13, but the Huskies defense held him to 3 in the second half. He finishes with 16. Cash Lorenz had a nice game with 14 points. He had 10 last time these two teams played. Checking Andrew Ziemer's total, he goes to 9 for the game. Keegan Peterson had a really nice 3, but that was his only basket of the game. Blaze Cotton had 2 on a nice dish from Cash Lorenz, assist to him. Cole Boer also had a nice 3 for the Squirrels. He ends with 3. That was his only basket. Ben Nelson had a pretty reverse layup late in the game to make it a 2-point game. He also was 2 for 2 on foul shots. That was some of our better foul shooting tonight, and 4 points for Ben Nelson. The Huskies struggled with foul shots in the second half, 1 out of 8 in the second half on foul shots. But let's check that Husky box score. Trayton King, he finishes with 5 points, came up with a important offensive rebound for the Huskies, and Aiden Big Shot Bonches. He finishes with 5, but the three-pointer he made to beat the shot clock and the offensive rebound he came up with on a foul shooting situation really saved the Huskies in this game, helped them pull off the mild upset. Braden Steffens had a nice game with 10 points. He makes double figures below his average. He averages right around 18 points a game, finishes with 10, but he managed to open things up for other Huskies. Jack Gilbertson finishes with 20 points tonight. Nice floor game by him, always on the attack. Cooper Coolmo, the sophomore guard, with 2 points. Carter Oswald, he was kind of a spark plug tonight, finishes with 4 points, had 17 and only a half of JV basketball, but 14 in the varsity. He's getting more minutes as he goes. Alex Cummings fouls out of the game, but had 7 points. Had several block shots. I don't know how many he had, but I'm guessing it's somewhere around 3 or 4, and those were important when you're talking about a 3-point game at home against the number 2 team in state. So that rounds out the scoring for the Wahpeton Huskies. It ends up being a 53-50 victory for the Huskies, a Region 1 win. That certainly helps them out. You are watching the FCCU post-game show. I'm going to turn it over to Steve Hockert for a little bit of an analysis, and then we're going to come back with our Optimum Rehab Player of the Game. Steve, what did you think about this one? It was exciting. It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great game. A nail-biter for sure. Kept your heart pumping. But first, I guess, congratulations to Coach Ralph and the Huskies on being the number 2 team in the state. You can't always say that, but Coach Ralph, one of the hardest working coaches, I believe, in Region 1 or in the state. So congratulations to them.
I think with Coach Ralph, one thing you're always going to get, and I was part of this program for quite a while, is he is certainly going to put the time in. He's going to get the scouting done. I haven't seen any coach put together the scouting reports that he puts together. And I think it's harder in Division A than when we used to be Class A. Yeah,
because you don't have maybe the technology or the stats that you had when you were in the EDC. But I coached under him for 1 year too, and so well organized. And I think one thing about Coach Ralph's team is what you saw tonight, which was why they won, was their defense. Every night when they show up, they're going to be man-to-man defense in your face. And the second thing that he wants to do is he wants to win the rebounding battle. I don't know what the rebound has ended up tonight, but I'm going to guess that the Huskies probably won the battle on the boards, which I feel like were 2 big keys in this game. And they made Central Cass uncomfortable on offense, and you could see that they were taking shots that maybe that they didn't want to take, and some of the shots that they even made. You could live with as a coach. They were well contested, in their face. So, physical game too. I think when you think back to the game that they had, it was at January 5th, I believe that was. The Huskies got a little bit wore down there at the end of the game at Central Cass, but tonight came out with a little more energy. And then Braden Steffens driving in the lane, maintaining control of the ball with 3 guys on him, and he finds Aiden Bonches in the corner, and Bonches launches that shot, just about hit the top of the ceiling here at the Huskies gym here, but it knocks it down. So great win by the Huskies.
And going back to your pregame, when we were talking on the Yield Advantage pregame show, you were talking about 70 being a key number. Remind us of that point again. I think maybe 50 is a key number tonight.
Yeah, I was wrong there, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were saying you wanted.
Well, I was expecting Central Cass to come on, maybe score a little bit more, but if the Huskies could get to that 70 mark offensively, because of the defense that they play, they're gonna win. It's gonna take a really good offensive night from some team to get into the 70s or even into the upper 60s. So I really feel like if the Huskies can find ways to get up into close to that 70 mark, they're going to be in every game that they play.
And I think that could have probably happened tonight if you cut back some of the foul trouble. Make a few of the free throws. It's been a little bit of an Achilles heel for the Huskies, but how about that defensive effort of holding the Squirrels to 50? That was amazing, and you can see this is a good Central Cass team.
Yeah, I wrote down on here, I got to find it, but they've scored 70 points or more in 8 games on the year that Central Cass has. So for the Huskies to hold them to 50, that's a great defensive night.
How about that? Steve Hawker doing a deep dive into the stats. Awesome. All right, so I could see why you use that as one of your pregame keys. All right, excellent analysis. I think we got to go next to the player of the game, and that's sponsored by Three Border Sports Network and Optimum Rehab. Optimum Rehab, we want you to be able to do all the things you want to do. Stop and see Dr. Tony or visit the webpage at myoptimumrehab.com. And we're going to go with the Wahpeton Huskies. I think it's unanimous up here. And the player we've chosen, I'll name him, and you can maybe tell us a little bit about him and why we picked him. But I'm going to go with Aiden Big Shot Bonches.
Yeah.
Why did we pick him, Coach Hockert?
Well, if he doesn't knock that three down in the corner, I don't think the Huskies win. I think that's what it came down to. And Coach Watson and I were talking here, too, as you were dealing with technology and stuff here. And, it takes a special player to knock down a shot, in front of your own fans, too. I'm sure he was getting, what a great fans tonight. I'm sure he was getting an earful as he was shooting that thing, too.
Yeah, the student body was in it, and I think they were probably calling game as that thing took to the air. And, he had to beat that shot clock, and it was close. That clock went off. Well, that ball was at its apex. So that was kind of fun to see. He got it off in time. Huge shot, giving the Huskies the lead. But there's also that big rebound he had.
Yeah, it gave, we didn't knock the free throws down, which I'm sure Coach Ralph is going to be practicing tomorrow. But, just giving that second opportunity for them to knock two more free throws down and a good hustle play.
Well, you heard it here. Our Optimum Rehab player of the game is Aiden Big Shot Bonches, the junior guard, who had some big, big moments in that fourth quarter. That was great. All right, so with that in mind, here's how things shook out tonight. The Huskies won the sophomore game by a score of 58-52. The JV dropped theirs to Central Cass 57-74. And the varsity game, it's a win for the home team Wahpeton Huskies 53-50. You've been watching Three Border Sports Network on Red River Communications. They provide internet with the human touch. And I think all we have left is a sign off tonight. I'm Noel Eckroth. I'm here with Steve Hawker tonight, also with Brian Watson, head coach of the Lady Huskies. I think we'll just maybe finish with this, Coach. Huskies coming up next. Who do they have coming up next?
I believe it's Saturday. They play Devil's Lake.
Saturday,
here.
Devil's Lake here. And now the Lady Huskies, they're going on the road tomorrow, Northern Cass, and that's another Region 1 game that Coach Brian Watson is going to want to capture. So for myself, Steve Hawkert, and Brian Watson, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.